Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Pinarski here with the News 8 Live Desk. Hope your Thursday is going well. We are officially 1 week away from the 4th of July, which means it's time to start making plans, if you haven't already, on what you're going to be doing to celebrate America's independence. I know it sounds like a daunting task to some, but lucky for you, we have actually created a full list of fun activities, fireworks shows, parades, everything, you name it. All across West Michigan, and you can find it right now over on our website, woodtv.com. But I shouldn't say we have created the list. The person next to me, Anna Skog, with our digital team, is actually responsible for making that list. So Anna, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say thanks for being here, and also thanks for making those lists. You've made it super helpful, especially for families that are, really starting to panic about trying to figure out what they're trying to do for the 4th.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to, get involved in the community and have that list to be able to reference really quickly and say, hey, what's happening near me today, even this weekend,
Right, absolutely. And this list is huge. I mean, I was browsing through it and I had to stop counting about halfway through just because there's so many things all across West Michigan happening. What was it like putting together this list and knowing that there's all these different things that you have to account for and all these different places you have to look for them?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to make sure you hit the big cities, the big counties, of course, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Muskegon, but you also want to get some of the smaller, little, traditional things that are happening in small towns, small counties, even just neighborhoods, even in Grand Rapids. So it's a daunting task. We have nearly 50 events, and we're adding them every single day. So if you don't see your event on the list, please email us and we'll add it in.
Absolutely. And, were you surprised at all by just how many events you were finding just over the process, over the time you were working on it, just seeing, oh my gosh, I've got this other event coming through? I mean, or were you kind of like, yeah, this makes sense. West Michigan knows how to go all out for the 4th.
I did expect, it is one of our bigger lists, so I did expect a good amount, especially, we do it really well summer holidays because we have the lake there. Lakes literally everywhere you turn, so people are out on their boats, people are out at their lawn chairs, watching fireworks. So I think West Michigan does a really good job of celebrating the 4th.
And with the 4th being on a Thursday this year, I mean, celebrations probably going to be a little bit weird. Organizers are probably wondering, do we have it on the actual 4th of July? Do we have it on the weekend when we can kind of expect more and more people? More people have the time and the energy to go out there and celebrate at these special events. I mean, did you notice that kind of putting it together, just how these different counties, towns, cities were sort of deciding what to do with these events?
Yes, exactly. Since it is on a Thursday, there's several events that are actually happening this weekend when it's still June 29th, and we have 4th of July events happening. So, and even some of the bigger ones, Grand Rapids fireworks are happening after the holiday, July 6th. So it's really spread out, and it makes the celebration even longer. You just keep on continuing.
Right, absolutely. And again, as you mentioned, some of these events are happening this weekend, so if people are looking to really expand and celebrate the 4th of July as long as possible, definitely going to want to check out that list. Again, you can find it right now on our website, woodtv.com, and if you're on Facebook, we've made it even easier for you to find it. The list can be found right now in the description box or the comment section. But Anna, with all these different events and you knowing them and getting in touch with some of the organizers and speaking to them, what are some of the highlights you really want to address here that you really think people would, one, have a lot of fun at, and two, you think people are actually going to be heading on out to in droves?
Yeah, so this weekend is already kind of busy. We got celebrations in Dowagiac, Portland, Caledonia, Granville, Kalamazoo, just on June 29th. So Granville's one of those places that has a celebration. They're starting their first annual pickleball tournament. How exciting. They're showing off their new courts after having updates to their park system. So organizers tell me they're really excited for that. They also have a lot of other events, including on July 3rd, a memorial softball game. It's called the John Davis Memorial Softball Game because it honors a Granville officer who lost his battle with cancer in 2018. But all the proceeds for that event, it's police versus firefighters. He used to be really involved in that, and the proceeds will go toward a public safety family. So this year it's going toward Kent County deputy who lost his wife in an accident in May. So that'll be a really good event, bringing the community together for a good cause, funds going to a family who really needs it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, so Granville, they continue their celebrations into the 4th, but I kind of also want to highlight the 90th annual Hollyhock Lane Parade. So this is an organization in Grand Rapids that covers King Park, Easttown, and Ottawa Hills neighborhoods. So this little parade, it's only 30 minutes. It starts at the corner of Calvin and Alexander on July 4th. You'll see the normal stuff like bikes, kids floats, police and fire vehicles, stuff like that. But what's unique is that it's the 90th annual. So it started in 1934. It was originally a bike parade for kids. Good way to entertain them during the Great Depression. But it's just continued on and on since then. It's totally community run. They're starting this Saturday to go and clean up the alley so that it's ready for the festivities, and they will go decorate the night before. So it's really exciting. They have contests. They even have a band of Kalamazoo, my goodness, kazoo players. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun time. It's really run by the community, so that's a really good one that has a lot of deep history to it.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that one, especially with the kazoo players. Not something you typically see very often.
Right.
But I know one event that a lot of people, especially here in Grand Rapids, are very excited about, and Anna, you touched on it a little bit earlier. July 6th is the Grand Rapids Fireworks Celebration.
Yes.
It's going to be a huge, huge event, and we actually spoke to the director of the celebration, Russ Hines, a little bit earlier today, and here's what he had to say about what people can expect at this year's event.
The activities will kick off at Anabawan Park beginning at 6 p.m. Sort of an interesting twist this year. We're going to have the national anthem sung by Arlie Gertz, and she is from Allendale, and she's a freshman. So it's going to be sort of fun to have something a little different there. So we're excited about that. We'll have a DJ beginning shortly after she sings the national anthem, and then at 8:30, Funkle Jesse will be playing for us. They played for us a couple years ago, and they were a crowd favorite, so we're excited to have them back again this year. And then at 10:30 sharp, the fireworks begin. So we've got a great display planned for everybody throughout West Michigan. So, and once again, the fireworks are on Saturday, July 6th. So you can enjoy the fireworks in your local neighborhood or community first, and then come down for the big celebration on Saturday night.
And Hines also told me that they're planning on shooting off about 10,000 shells during the fireworks celebration. So it's going to be massive and a fun time there. But he also did want me to remind everybody that this event is going to be a rain or shine event. Now, it's not looking like there's going to be any inclement weather in the way, but just in case, it's going to take a lot of rain and a lot of bad storms and weather to actually push this event from still taking place. They might shift around the times of when they would shoot off the fireworks, but plan on it happening on July 6th no matter what. This is also a family-friendly event, so there will be no alcohol and no outside fireworks allowed at the Grand Rapids Fireworks Celebration as well. And we've got a full list, we've been talking about this entire time. It's up on our website with all the information you need to know. That can be found on woodtv.com. And don't forget about this Grand Rapids Fireworks Celebration. In case you can't be there in person, have no fear. We are actually going to be streaming it live on WXSP and also on our website as well. So in case you are unable to do that, or maybe you just don't feel like going out again, maybe you celebrated too hard on the actual 4th, well, you can just relax, sit back in the comfort of your own home and check out all the beauty of that fireworks show as well. Anna, thank you so much for being here. And also, I know I speak for a lot of people when I say thank you for making that list.